It is Fog Wrestling coming at you full speed ahead, full of excitement because tonight we get to watch AEW. Full Gear. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It's 2024. We want more, and that is what Tony Khan is giving us tonight. Therefore, we're going to give you our predictions and preview for one of the worst looking pay-per-views that we've seen in a long, long time. Heck, maybe even ever, because I don't need to look at the card. All I need to look at is the fact Orange Cassidy is in the main event competing for a world title, and that to me is absolutely bogging.
That tells me everything I need to know. The Orange has gone stale. It's went annoying. It sucks, damn it. Remember the annoying Orange? Remember that guy? That's this guy times the 100 walking about with his hands in his pockets, man, like the wee diddy man he is. Look at the state of this card.
I'm glad I don't know what the annoying Orange is.
I will get to know the annoying Orange because I tell you what, right? Where is the believability here that Jon Moxley's going to lose to this guy? There's no way this guy can be the world champion. So why is he there?
Right, well, you know what? Let's have a look at this card. No, let's not count the 0 hour stuff, and I'm going to have a look at everybody that I think I could batter in a real fight. Moxley, no. Cassidy, yes. Mercedes Moné, yes. Chris Statlander, maybe, yes. The tag teams... Alright, you know what, the claims are pretty... You know what, the tag teams out to everybody, I'll maybe give them I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but Brody King's a big bitch, so I'm going to say I'd batter him. Daniel Garcia and Jack Perry, I'd batter them both at the same time. I'd take a shit on Take a Shitter and Ricochet. You know, you'd criticise one of his flips and he'd start crying. Hangman Adam Page, Jay White, batter both of them. Alright, wouldn't even look at Bobby Lashley the wrong way. MJF, this guy cried when William Regal didn't reply to an email, so I'd batter him. Roderick Strong, bad neck, ain't very strong, would batter him. Will Ospreay, only good when it comes to flips, I'd batter him. Kyle Fletcher, would batter him too. And I'd give it my best shot against Mariah May and Mina Sharakiwa. So there you go. Half of this roster I could beat up.
And that's the problem though, isn't it? No, half of these rosters don't just look like generic guys on the street. And they're obviously the guys you'd fancy beating up.
Aye, so
and that's the real problem here.
I don't know what us beating up these people have got to do with how good the show's going to be.
Well, I'll tell you what it's got to do.
You just want larger than life stars, don't you?
When you look at like the yesteryear, like the WrestleMania match cards, it's like, I mean, we were watching the at 19 now. I mean, they're probably the only guy you could batter is maybe like what, Billy Kidman. If that?
Fuck, I don't know. I think Billy Kidman.
But the point, am I battering McMahon or Hogan? Jack to the moon? No. McMahon lives in the fucking gym. Not a chance.
Could you imagine a guy, right, that looks like Jack Perry coming out in the 80s and wrestling getting over if he was like the guy leading it instead of the Hulkster?
No, it just wouldn't work.
Imagine Jack Perry getting the role of Thunderlips in Rocky 3 and you're supposed to believe it's a believable fight.
New lips. No, it's just shite.
Like, fuck me. Anyway, let's get into this show then, guys. So, opening match, 0 hour. We have Deonna Purrazzo versus Anna Jay. What the heck has happened to Deonna Purrazzo? Remember, she came in from Impact. She was the women's champion in Impact. Came into AEW. Was expected to get a big push, especially since the women's division wasn't that great. Had that controversy online where people were like calling her fat and stuff like that. And I mean, where's she been? In catering? Like, what's she doing?
Well, I mean, I don't know where she's been. Maybe it has been catering, but I just think in AEW, man, they actually don't have... Like, what are the stories going on? Like, none of these people have got anything. Like, there's nothing actually floating about. Like,
I'll be honest.
People disappear for months and they whip them back out again.
I thought that Deonna Purrazzo person, I totally forgot she was in AEW.
Yeah, if someone told me that she was back in TNA, I would be like, oh, is she?
I'd have believed it. Right, I'm going to go with... I mean, Anna... You know what? I'm actually going to go with Anna Jay. Believe it or not. I think she's had a bit more relevance lately. I think I remember seeing her on... I think she's been having a few matches on Collision, whereas I have literally not seen Deonna Purrazzo do anything in God knows how long, so I'm going to go with Anna Jay to win on 0 hour.
I mean, the fact it's on 0 hour, I've got zero interest, but...
I forgot you're buzzing for every other match.
I am, that is the truth of it. I'll go with the same person you went. Sarah J.
Who?
Sarah J.
Anna J. What? How do you know that person's name?
I was half stuck between saying Saraya and Anna J.
What is you're done? Your head's gone.
This show's done.
I think you're.
I'm not paying 20 quid for it.
I think you're falling into love with wrestling.
Fuck, what gave you that idea?
Right, up next I got the Beast Mortos and do you think you could beat up Dante Martin? Him there, by the way.
Aye, every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Alright, well, we'll get a wee close up here. There's Dante Martin. What about his wee friends with the masks, the Gimp masks, Commander, the Beast Mortos?
I'd batter everyone in this 30-on-1.
Wait, hold on a second. Why is Buddy Matthews in this match?
Is he?
Why is he teaming up with him? I'm assuming this is a tag team. It could be a Fatal 4-Way. Honestly, I do not know. But
I think it's a Fatal 4-Way.
But why is he in this?
Is it not for his belt?
What belt?
The belt Buddy Murphy's got over his shoulder there.
It's not a belt, it's a leather jacket.
Alright. I don't know then.
It's a sleeveless fucking jacket.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm going Buddy Matthews to win because he's only.
I thought he was in that tag match with his cop wannabe killer teammate.
I don't know. Was that match on the show?
Yes.
I'll go Buddy Matthews to win this. He's obviously been demoted for some reason.
He's the only guy with, I was going to say name value. His name has no value, but I'll go with Buddy Matthews anyway. Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall, and it looks like you got Big Justice in there as well. Is this supposed to be... Is this AEW's attempt at crossover with reality stars?
This guy...
Well, who is he?
He's like a TikToker, I think. Basically, his whole family's fat and...
He looks a bit like Gunther. Chin-wise, no?
He does look a wee bit... looks like The Rock.
Calm down.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually going to go with Big Boom Justice to win, or whatever his name is.
I'm going to go with Bing Boom.
Bing Boom, Biddy Boom.
QT Marshall couldn't beat nobody, like, so he's not going to beat Big Boom AJ, is he?
No.
I can't imagine that Tony Khan's bringing in a celebrity to lose. Although I'll call him a celebrity pretty loosely because
he's not a celebrity.
Right. Moving on, we've got the Mariah May and Mina Shawakawa Champagne Championship Celebration. I believe this is the second pay-per-view. I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but this might be the second pay-per-view in a row where Mariah May has not been defending her belt. I think the last one, they only had one title on the line. It was Mercedes Moné. So, if I'm wrong, correct me, but to me, this Mariah May run has been so flat. And it's such a shame because the feud with Toni Storm and Toni Storm's run was so good. And this run has been so bad. Don't think it's Mariah May's fault. Just think it's, company shite. But tonight they're having a celebration. It's obviously going to... either Tony Khan's going to whip out the Edge and Lita celebration or it's going to lead to a heel turn for somebody.
If Tony Khan's going to whip out the Edge and Lita celebration, it'll be between two men.
That's
and
true.
These aren't two white men.
Who do you think he'd pick?
I don't know. Will Ospreay and Cal Fletcher up next. A good shout. Like.
I think that's more Meltzer's fucking.
But Meltzer and Tony Khan fall for the same tree.
Same tree. Anyway, they've been alluding to the fact that Mariah May is going to have to defend against her for a while. Mina's basically, been there for a couple of months now, kind of saying, "Here, I'm next in line." So, really, we're waiting 3 months for a challenge to get made. Just shows you how slow wrestling is now. See how much shit back in the day would happen in 3 months?
3 minutes.
3-minute warning. Anyway, I'm going to go with...
See, if you missed 3 months of wrestling back in the day, you missed 10 years now.
My prediction is Mina Shawakawa says she wants to challenge for the belt, and then Mariah May attacks her, turns heel, smacks a champagne bottle. Ooh, a little bit of the bubbly.
My prediction
By the way, no Jericho on tonight's show?
No, they couldn't get the contract signed. My prediction is Toni Storm returns.
Not a bad prediction, but I did read that her AEW career's apparently over.
Why?
Don't know. And it could have been fake news, but I did read that somewhere.
Fake news.
Anyway, right, up next, Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. I'm gonna go... I think it makes sense for Kyle Fletcher to win.
I'm going to go Kyle Fletcher to win because you know what? Will Ospreay doesn't need the win. Kyle Fletcher does.
Yeah, And
I say that like I care. I really don't. But I'm going to go Kyle Fletcher.
I'm going to go Kyle Fletcher as well, which is bold betting against Will Ospreay, considering I think he's only lost one match in his AEW career.
Yeah, but he could lose Derry.
He could. You've always got that guy with the big scar at ringside. What's his name?
Don.
Don Cat. I like Don.
Don.
I like him so much, I couldn't remember who it is. Right, so we're both going Kyle Fletcher. Up next, MJF versus Roderick Strong, the guy that's been around on the mainstream for long. Maybe mainstream's the wrong word to use.
Yeah, the low stream.
But he was part of the first ever TNA on Impact.
Which it means something.
And he lost to AJ Styles, so no shame in that.
There's worse things to be doing.
I think that's something you'll always be remembered for. I think if you're on the debut show or something, that's something they can never take away from you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bobby Lashley was in the first ever Extreme Elimination Chamber.
Maybe he wishes they would take that away from him. Anyway, I'm going to go with MJF. I just don't see a world where Roderick Strong beats him.
Obviously this feud's leading to MJF against Adam Cole.
Baby.
And for that to happen, he's not going to lose to the number 2.
Yeah. But I do see Strong turning on Cole at some point.
Aye.
It just doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, the way they've just switched MJF's the heel now and Cole's the face, even though Cole was the guy with the mask and screwed MJF at the belt. Remember the devil? Well, remember that shit?
The devil.
What a waste that was.
No, it was a waste. I'm going to go MJF to win, though.
Me too. Alright, up next, Strickland versus Lashley. I'm going to go for Big Bobby. Self-explanatory, man. It's Bobby Lashley, and he just cannot lose. I don't think Bobby Lashley should ever lose.
No.
In AEW.
No.
Like, see if look at WWE though, right? They've got Taker's streak. Not that Brock Lesnar needed it, but they can pull the trigger on that, and automatically you're creating a fucking monster, a killer. What can AEW do with Lashley? Who can they have him beat? That's like, oh, Lashley means business now.
Everyone's got their record appearing at the bottom anyway with about fucking 20 losses, so wins and losses don't matter, but they do matter tonight because Bobby needs to win.
Yeah, you know what, man? I would have Bobby just never lose and have the belt, and then when you finally have a decent babyface, I mean, then you can have Lashley lose. But, I mean, look, WWE had Roman Reigns hold the belt for 4 years and didn't do them any harm, so.
Yo, beat Strickland, beat Moxley on Wednesday for the belt.
Yeah, I would have Bobby Lashley just be the destroyer.
Anyone with 2 fucking brain cells can see this Moxley run has just died a death. You give it to the freshest guy. Who's the freshest guy? He's the blackest guy. It's Bobby Lashley.
It is Big Bobby. I'm going with Bobby. You're going with Bobby. Right, up next, Hangman Adam Page, Jay White. I mean, this is like a 50-50 split, I think. It's hard to call. I mean, it's 2 guys that pretty much look the same. Both got beards, facial hair. Both have black jackets on. Both guys I don't really care for. I mean, I'm going to go for Hangman Adam Page because I think he's higher up in the card and I think the company care about him more, but I actually prefer Jay White.
I don't really like either of them, to be honest. I'm going to go for a draw.
A draw?
A draw. It's going to end in a draw.
Right, I'm going to go Hangman Adam Page. Like, if you're going with a draw, then I can't change your mind. Right, up next, we're going to go with Take a Shit.
Talking in draws. There'll be no draw in this one.
Take a Shitter, Ricochet. This match got added. The feud's been so good, the rivalry's so hot that it just got added on X yesterday by Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. He snorted a line. He went, oh, Ricochet, rubber. That guy.
Now, there was rumours going around that Ricochet had to send Tony Khan numerous pictures of Samantha here to get on this card. Thoughts on that? Now, I don't think, all joking aside, right, I don't think he'd probably get away with that in 2024, but I guarantee you back in the day, male wrestlers have basically pimped out their girlfriends to get higher up in cards. I would be willing to bet my life on that.
Absolutely, but Samantha Irvin already pimps herself out on social media, so...
But then again, how come Chris Candido never got anywhere in wrestling? If that's the case.
And Shawn Michaels did.
Seems
like Shawn Michaels and Brett were the only 2 guys getting sunny days.
Sunny days.
It rained every day for Chris Candido.
Right, who are we going with here? I'm going to Take a Shitter.
I'm going to Take a Shitter.
There's just no reason why Take a Shitter's going to lose unless Ricochet's throwing all the toys at the pram and...
Well, that's it.
Tony Khan feels like he needs to give him the belt.
We'll Take a Shitter.
Aye, Take a Shitter, why not? Right, TNT Championship. Daniel Garcia is a big favourite with the bookies to beat Jack Perry. I'm not convinced why. He does a little gay dance where he like thrusts his groin area into the towards people. If that, I mean, Tony Khan probably gets excited about that, but it does fuck all for me.
It's funny, like there was a kidnapping for this feud, and it got like 40,000 views on YouTube. Like, work that out, man. And a kidnapping.
Yo, imagine you had YouTube around right now, but you had like Attitude Era product. Imagine when Stephanie got kidnapped by the ministry. See if that had the same sort of level. See if YouTube was around back then. Think of the millions of views you'd be getting. Jack Perry gets kidnapped and nobody cares.
Not an eyelid does not change.
But I'm going to go with Jack Perry because I just don't want Daniel Garcia to win. Nor do I think he should win. Fuck Daniel Garcia, he sucks.
I'm going to go with Daniel Garcia, but I don't like him.
Righty-o.
Don't like either of them.
AEW World Tag Team Championship 4-way... I missed thing. 4-way match. We have King of the Black Throne, the Acclaimed... why are they just not calling themselves the House of Black?
I don't know.
Private Party, the Champs, and the Outrunners. What's this Private Party Championship reign doing for you?
Fuck all.
I'm setting you up
the
here.
Outrunners. I thought it was FTR for you.
No.
Actually, saying that, you would have definitely booked yourself to batter the FTR. That makes a lot more sense now. Aye, so I'm going to go Private Party to retain. They just had them beat the Young Bucks. They're not going to lose to any of these free fucking jobber teams, are they?
Nah, probably not. Right, up next, TBS. I'm going to go with Private Party as well. TBS Championship match, Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. Who are you going for and why?
Who am I going for and why? I tell you what. Who's interested in this? This is dead. Camille has been buried ever since she came out with that pro-Trump tweet.
100%.
You've got her coming out as security in a fucking cast. How is your bodyguard coming out in a cast?
Yeah, if your bodyguard has a cast, then...
See, unless your bodyguard is like, the Mountain, or
Big Show
or The Undertaker, or somebody like that, and you're like a woman, then fair enough. She's coming out in a cast. It's so stupid.
Now, Camille's pretty big for a woman, but Chris Statlander is as well.
They both look like men, so...
So, like, Chris, is it just me, or are they treating this jobber championship like it's the main championship just because Mercedes Moné has it?
Yeah.
The women's title's taking a back seat.
Mercedes Moné is awful.
I think she's fucking...
People are like, I miss Sasha Banks, and she's like, well, check out Wednesdays. I'm on Dynamite. No one gives a fuck.
Hasn't cut one good promo since arriving.
No.
I mean, she's had not bad matches, but who cares?
You'd think they'd realise, maybe this whole rhetoric about burying WWE doesn't fucking work, because it hasn't worked for anyone.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Mercedes Moné said, here, we can't have 2 title matches on the pay-per-view. Because, funnily enough, when they did, her match was always getting outshown.
Outshined! No, it was, but she's going to win here.
No, because I remember she's had 2 matches. I think she had 2 pay-per-view matches since joining AEW. The first 2 she had on pay-per-view, the World Women's Championship was on the line. It was Toni Storm against Serena Deeb, and then it was Toni Storm against Mariah May, and both of those matches were way better than the Mercedes Moné matches, so I wouldn't be surprised if she has, basically said to Tony Khan here, these other women are outshining me, you need to take them off the card.
I totally agree with that. At the end of the day, Mercedes Moné, she's doing nothing, man. You know what? She sucks. I thought she was always a decent in-ring worker, and you know what? See, 2016-17, I think like her and Charlotte had some decent matches, and you know what? I actually think when they actually forced them down her throat, it wasn't as bad as I maybe thought at the time. But the reality is, that's like fucking 8 years ago.
I still don't think she's that bad in in-ring work. Just...
Yeah, but it's like, who cares? Where's the character? Where's the story? Where's anything? You know what? Why not just give it to Statlander? No?
Why not?
Why not? Anyway, guys, it's main event time. Even if it does feel like a fucking jobber match.
Yeah, it's Jon Moxley, Orange Cassidy. I cannot believe this is main eventing. This feels like something that would be for the title if they had like a speciality gimmick match or something. Like a Sting retirement match. So therefore you don't want that to overshadow the world title match, so you just do a throwaway world title match. But this is actually genuinely the world title match. This is the main event.
Yeah. And Orange Cassidy's got no chance of winning. When you've already got, a championship... Jesus Christ, they're dying there. A championship match that the guy can't win, that's a match that should be on Dynamite. Free TV.
Yeah, why are you paying for a pay-per-view match when you know the guy that's challenging has 0 chance of winning?
Well, that's it, like, at the end of the day. But, for whatever reason, they've decided to go with it, and Orange Cassidy fucking sucks. You can put the sunglasses on, you can put the hands in the pockets all he wants, but at the pay-per-view,
The big question
John
is...
Moxley's going to pull his scans
The big question is, will you be putting your hands into your pockets and paying 20 quid for this pay-per-view?
No. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not a chance. I'm not paying for it.
I'm not paying for it either. I might actually.
No, you're not.
Guys, somebody send us a £20 super chat.
We need more though, they take half.
Ah,
Send us £40 and then I might consider it.
Look guys, if you don't send us money, we're going to have to watch it on a live illegal stream, and Tony Khan might try and sue us, so it's important that you send us money, because we don't think this show's worth paying for. In fact, we know it's not worth paying for.
No, it's not.
But who knows?
See, if someone offered me 50 quid to watch this tonight, I'd turn it down.
You're not in a position to be turning down 50 quid.
I am. Maybe you are. Like,
I'm definitely
that
not.
sounds like a man that definitely would take 50 quid.
Anyway, guys, that's it. We're both going with John Moxley in case... wait, I'm going with Mercedes. Who did you go with, Mercedes or Statlander?
Mercedes money.
We're both going with Mercedes Moné and John Moxley. Could we get Shane McMahon tonight? Probably not, but we can always dream, we can always hope, we can always pray. Anyway, until next time, there's another day. We'll be back later for the review. Till then, though, peace!